Because family is the basic unit of our society, and immigrants who have the support of strong families are more likely to contribute to society, pay taxes, and start businesses that create jobs.
To the core of my being, I believe that there's something very, very precious of God in every single person. And I really do feel that our country is losing something of its soul when it treats other people, other human beings, as if they are not real people, if they're not somebody who has that of God in them.
Because as a marginalized immigrant, we are here legally. Because the U.S. government used our island for nuclear testing through 1960. We were granted legal status. We are working class, we pay taxes, but we are not eligible for medical assistance. We have issues with language access, and we do not have path to citizenship. Immigration reform is a dream for my community.
Because a USA citizen, I want my parents to live outside the shadows without fear of deportation.
There's lots of reasons that Northwest Arkansas religious people should be involved with justice for the workers in this area, especially immigrant workers. Of course, we all know that this country that we live in, the United States, today is built on welcoming immigrants. And almost all of us, unless we're Native American, have that heritage of having been a part of an immigrant family that came to the United States and was welcomed. So welcoming immigrants is a crucial part of being a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim in the United States, and reaching out to those who are marginalized and left outside is a very important part of our faith.
I believe as Christians we're called upon to care about those around us, whether they were born in this country or have come here from another country. We all came here as immigrants, and I know that some of our ancestors were ill-treated in those days. And I would really like to be a part of the generation that can make some changes in the way we treat new immigrants to this country.
Because we all need good working conditions to be able to report any abuse at work or at home without any retaliations or fears. Reforming immigration will help to protect all workers from any exploitations and unfair competitions.
From the union standpoint, we see that there are 11 million aspiring folks out there that really want to be citizens, and we should allow them that path to citizenship. Those families want to be here together and remain productive in our system, and the union will be stronger as those that are working can all participate in the union movement.
Because immigration reform is important to sustain the U.S. economy. It creates an equilibrium between the supply and the demand of the workforce. I, as a current college graduate and immigrant myself, already pay state and federal taxes. I want to be able to keep contributing back to my community. I also want to prevent a possible brain drain onto the U.S. economy.
Because my fraternity brother, who is a productive citizen and an undergraduate researcher, faced deportation, we should provide a common sense roadmap to citizenship for all productive citizens.
Because immigrants in Arkansas in 2010 added a net economic benefit of $3.4 billion to the state. Reforming immigration is an important part of fixing the ailing economy.
Because all four of my grandparents came over from Mexico, and my dad and my uncle served in World War II. I had an uncle that served in the Korean War. I had two brother-in-laws that served in the Vietnam War, a cousin that served in the Gulf War, and I have a nephew that is serving in the Arkansas National Guard. This is how immigrant families have served America in the past and how they can serve in the future. This is why immigration reform is so important.
because for every dollar spent on me by local and state government, I produce $7 more for state economy that benefit all Arkansans.
Because all law-abiding, tax-paying individuals who are not U.S. citizens should be entitled to a fair and timely pathway to citizenship. They are viable contributors to society and as such should be allowed to benefit from the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Who are we to say no they can't? After all, aren't we all descendants of immigrants to these shores who arrived without papers, giving them the right to be here? Immigration reform is necessary and it's the right thing to do.